Hari Om, and welcome to all the Divine Atma Jyotis to today's AVSC Satsang. In our AVSC Satsang, we have been now contemplating on Katopanishad, the dialogue between Yama and Nachiketa. So, this particular Upanishad is also considered as a Muktika Upanishad, that which liberates. And the study of the Upanishad is so that we realize the message of the great masters, get established that within ourselves, and walk in the path of the great masters, which is nothing but truth and service. Atmano mokshartam jagadhitaya cha. And for our studies, we've been following the talks by Sri Prabhuji, our Sadguru, founder of Light of the Self Foundation. And I've shared both these playlists and also the topic-wise segregation. So there are about 103 small topics into which this entire talk has been split. The entire talk itself is about 3.5 to 4 hours, that's all. But when you look into the kind of the topics that are covered, it's about 103 small videos. And as of now, we've started conversing based on questions that have come up during our satsang, and also some questions that I have already shared with you based on the day one talk. So far, we have looked into, based on the introductory topic, why intellect becomes dull, who is the one who's truly listening when you are listening to any of these Shravana or any of the various situations of life. When you're listening, who is the one who's listening? And as you're listening, have you started noticing what is happening with the intellect? Then in our last session, there was a discussion about why do I feel it is difficult to witness the situation as a witness? Though we agreed that as a witness, when I am in the situations of life, I am free. Why is it still difficult? And are there any best practices? So these are some of the questions that we have discussed so far. And I also had sent a few questions for each one of you to reflect on based on the introductory topic. So we could either pick up one of the question that I had sent out, or meanwhile, if there is any other particular question that anyone has, we can begin with that and then come into the question that I have shared. Hari Om Kamla ji, Hari Om Padma ji.
Hari Om sir, Hari Om everyone.
Hari Om.
Hari Om ji. Hari Om Rajita ji.
Hari Om Vijay ji. Hari Om everyone.
Yeah. So I was asking, are there any particular questions anybody has? If so, we can take that up for contemplation first. Otherwise, I had sent out few questions based on the introductory topic. We could go one by one. So any question from anyone? Or anything to express? Okay. If not, then let us pick up from the list of the questions that I had sent out. So the first question that I had sent out was, why do you personally want to study Katopanishad? What prompted you to study Katopanishad? What has brought you here? Yeah. So I'll just call out in the order that I see here. Rajita ji.
Hari Om everyone. So Upanishads are basically they reveal the truth. And all shastras for those who are those who are jignasus or mumukshus, those sadhakas who are interested to realize the truth and get liberated, they need some kind of proof, or people who have already crossed that path, how they did. So all those things are available, techniques to reach that state. It's not it. So by reading the Upanishads, Shravana, by Manana, contemplating, and Nididhyasa, it will be easy for a sadhak to reach to that level where one can attain that state when they are alive itself, like Jivan Mukta state. So that is my understanding, Vijayji.
Is that why you are here?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Rajita ji.
Thank you, Ji.
Padma ji, what has brought you to Katopanishad?
So I have two answers, sir. One from 2020, one from 2026. Yes.
What was the
So
first one, Padmaji?
yeah. So why I said that, Saravanaji? I knew you will have that question. So why I said that is when I started Bhagavad Gita in 2020 with Sir, no, that time Sir had just mentioned about Guruji, and he had shared some playlist that you may want to watch, and then I had binge watched Katopanishad that time. And I had taken down the notes. So when this time this Katopanishad started, no, I remembered I have done it, but I couldn't find the notes, and then I found it, and then I was just going through and seeing the stark difference of what I wrote that time and how it is coming out now when I'm watching the videos. So that's why I said that I have two answers, one from 2020 and one from 2026. So that time was probably the beginning of my search for the spiritual thing, right? Or even trying to find more about life. So to the same question, why to study Upanishads or why to you want to study Kathopanishad, I have written that I want to free myself from suffering. That's what I have written in that answer. And I think today I don't want to say that it is to free myself from suffering because I don't I don't think that suffering is not an option anymore, is what my understanding is now. So that there is a stark difference in what I have written before and what I have written now. Now for me, I think any study of any scripture is to keep peace in my life. That is what I want currently. I think that is what drives me to continue or even study these scriptures now, because I feel that in these 5 years what I have understood is the mind understands or has practiced logic so much that logically you need to decode who are you and where and how can you find that peace. And I think Vedanta and this scriptures are one of the ways where you can logically go towards it, because that is easy to understand. Of course, at some point you have to transcend that as well. But that is the beginning, I feel, to logically understand why you are not the body, why you are not this mind, all this. So I feel, yeah. So to logically to get to peace, I think the beginning can be the scripture. Of course, I think just like Bhagavad Gita or any other scripture, when you read it at different points of time in your life, it makes uh, completely different sense to you. Your understanding deepens, I think. That's what I am witnessing with what I have written 6 years before and what I'm want to write or say today. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's all.
Very nice, Ji. Very nice. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Hari Om Anupama Ji. Padma
Hariom
Amma.
ji, Hariom.
Thank you, Ji. Padma Amma, ನೀವು ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಕಠೋಪನಿಷತ್ ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಸರ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆಮೇಲೆ AVSC ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡಗೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಕರಣ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳನ್ನ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಆಗ ಹೀಗೇನೆ ಇದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನೇನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನೇನು ಹೆಸಿಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ನಾನು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕದೇನೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳು ಉಪನಿಷತ್ವರೆಗೂ ಸಹ ನಮ್ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಸಹ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಜರ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕದೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆಯವರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ, ನಾನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಪಾಪ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇನ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಗೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಠೋಪನಿಷತ್ತು ನನಗೂ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಇದೆ.
ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್, ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಅಮ್ಮ. Anupama ji, why do you want to study Katopanishad?
Any Upanishad. I want to study Katopanishad means I want to study any Upanishad to bring clarity to and clear the misunderstanding, and to simply say throughout the day there are so many inputs from society, from the surroundings. So I want to clean my mirror and make it reflect the truth. So it is very much needed to study.
So, okay, so you have some dust you feel.
Absolutely. City, that too in city, it is too much dusty.
Too much pollution. Okay. Thank you, Anupama ji. Saravanan ji?
Yeah, so just noting down. This was actually, this happened to be one of the first videos that a friend accidentally shared with me, and even before I joined. Very casually I was listening, then I got like very much involved because of the way the dialogue was happening, right? And this is kind of one of the ones that actually made me to think and started the whole journey into the spirituality, I would say, or our jnana yoga. and a very interesting dialogue. I have listened to it in the past as well. That's one, and like it deals with a very important topic of uh, what what happens after death, and what is death, and which like now, if I get introduced now, it is very different than when I didn't know about all these jnana. And like when I came across, uh, I was fascinated, like, oh, there existed something like this existed also, that they have discussed at length, right? And also how to go for the highest, like when somebody wants to give also, like how to go for the highest, then like, because everything else, whatever one can get, you are not able, you are not going to carry it. It's all done, right? So when the death comes, everything is over. Like, you can accumulate as much as you want, right? So the more important thing being, what is more relevant than all the material things that one can accumulate in over life, right? So that one, and yeah, finally I would say, I always believe, like, more than my effort to in life, more than my effort to gain anything or to seek, I've always felt uh, it is when I get invited is the right is the one that actually works. Okay, if I am not invited, if I am how much ever effort I put, it doesn't work. So I feel like I get invited when I am ready. So that way I would put, like, you have invited uh, me and the whole gang this, right, Jnana, and so that way um I feel blessed, and it's always like every time, though the the knowledge is one, it is just that, like, it feels like multiple screens get cleared every time I attend, and also I just want to um, fill my thought world with more of this jnana. When as we were discussing, the dust comes from out the the material world, right? So I just want to keep filling with this jnana, and um, I want to see, like, by default also, like, my thoughts go into this than something else. Right? Like, it's best to fill with this jnana. Otherwise, like, you will the friends will talk about something, or like TV or news will fill something else, which is not going to take me anywhere, right? And it's
Neither
like
this, neither this does.
at least, like, this is like, it's like, this is the fresh wind that keeps clearing the dust.
Very nice.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I feel. Yeah. In general, I enjoy this dialogue way, right? It's not like just theory, kind of book kind of thing. Rather, like, it's a good question and answer, and it tells, like, it teaches one how to question, what to ask. And it really opened my eyes when I first listened to the videos. Amazing one. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, Ji.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
and I'm sure
For
you are
me, Saravanan-ji, it was more like such a small kid has such big question. What was I doing at that age?
Yeah. That is now gone. Okay. My age has
Yeah.
got nothing to do with
Yeah, but
the
that's
body
what
age.
I'm
Sorry.
saying. In 2020,
Yes.
like you said,
Yes.
I think it was good that I started this one without even realizing. that the story is what sets the tone for this Upanishad, right? So it was interesting that, okay, oh wow, an Upanishad is interesting. Otherwise, when you listen to such words, big words, you think it will be something boring, maybe something only old people do. But this was the best thing to start.
Yes.
And also, yeah, it puts you into a place like, what
Yes.
were you doing till now? Where were you? Yeah.
Yeah, around the same time, 2020s, around the same time, I also came across this. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you joined our session later, I
Later,
think. No?
later, later.
Yeah.
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 No, that's what I'm saying. It just like I would say like poked me, and then like it started.
Ah.
The question started, and then finally, I landed meeting Vijayji, and another session,
Ah.
another dialogue started there. A micro version of Katopanishad started in the school.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow. Sir has been instrumental in so many of us being here today and continuing to do so.
Instrumental is the key word. An instrument
Ah,
can be an
yes, yes.
instrument.
Sir, so you
Yeah.
have been busy poking all of us.
I don't know, but happens. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
And do you see the parallel? Both Padmaji and Sarvanji, both of you have been triggered by the Katopanishad only. Very nice.
Uh,
Yeah.
very nice one, actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Vijay.
Thank you very much, Sarvanji. Thank you. Kamlaji.
Hari Om Vijayji. So for me, so when Sanvi was very little kid, around 5 years or something, she was not able to um, take or understand the death of our street dog. She was crying a lot, and she started questioning why death, why death is happening, why someone is taking the life of somebody. What all those things she started asking me at that time. I know I was so ignorant, I should say. When I looking now, I used to say that it is a nature. One has to, if someone is born, it is quite natural that they have to die on some day. That kind of answer I was giving, but this question stuck in my mind. What is death? I was able to give some answer to her, it was asking. Then I started reading something, and at those times only Google, right? So I was not introduced to any kind of guru or any scriptures. So I had very little knowledge about all these things. So then obviously I went into another track completely. Then when I was we attend the Ramayana class, and where we have to give some seminar, or we need to give a note as a homework. So at that time, I again went into Katopanishad and reading about Shreyas and Prayas. So it has a big explanation for Shreyas and Prayas, right? So at that time, I read something about that particular content. So then also it's all superficial, Vijayji. I didn't get deeper into it, but after coming into and attending Guruji's class, right? So it is really very much required to sharpen our intellect to absorb completely what Upanishad is telling, what the ultimate teaching is all about. So, like everybody, I want to sharpen my intellect. Every day, this churning is happening. Every day, this kind of knowledge is required to correct in one or other way the way of thinking, the way of how we take one subject or situation. So that's why I'm very much interested to know what is death, and all those conversations which I had read very superficially. I want to get into a deeper understanding about it.
Excellent, excellent. So how the children trigger, wonderful.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Ji.
It seems Katopanishad is a second time visit for everyone.
Because Upanishad itself is about you, so it has to be, any Upanishad is about you only. Krishna ji?
Yes, ji. So for me, it's more of like initially before even hearing this, like during school days, right? But I know there are Vedas and this stuff, but inner feeling I had like Upanishad something is very highest and only people with lot of determination and like sadhus would take that, or the someone would like a priest would have been doing that would take up, and that was my initial thought. But but after Bhagavad Gita, right? I mean, still it is same. So it's something higher dimensions to look at kind of thing. I don't know the right word to put in G, but that's one of the pull which was there. But internally, like as soon as you shared this in group about this opportunity, and there was the inner pull for me, like how it was there for Bhagavad Gita when you shared about this during I think 3 to 4 years before. I had the same thing, but also in our in our Anantagita circle class, like uh, there also we are talking about death at Akshara Brahma Yoga and about Brahman. So I feel it's connecting, and by coincidence, I don't know, but obviously with the grace, it's happening. But I want to, yeah, see how what is this Upanishad is about and Kathopanishad about, yeah, and that's all. Like it was more of a inner pull, I would say, and it's going, and like many of us told, there was a lot of questions, and now it's more of like every session is becoming like more of no questions, but lot more to understand. And even when you say few things, but at a straightforward, at literally, it feels very easy to understand for me. But when I think deeper. Uh, it's taking time even to I would say to digest the perspective. So so that's another pull for me. uh, so it's more of inner pull, I would say. There is no logically I want to learn this and all that, mind is not there. So whenever there is a pull, I'm doing it. I'm not questioning anything at all. And obviously with you and yeah, that's about it. Thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Krishna ji. So, yes, it is your determination, and it is you who is making all this happen. Wonderful, ji. Wonderful. Thank you. Radha Krishna ji?
Hari Om Guruji, Hari Om Atma Jyoti. Guruji, this is I feel like I'm stuck in ignorance, similar to a fly stuck in shleshma. So I have been looking for a liberation from this ignorance, and I know Vedas are super complex to understand, and the relative simpler form are the Upanishads. And I never got chance to learn any of them with Gurmukha. But when I was discussing with Atmajyoti Shantini, my ex-colleague, out of the blue, she suddenly told, okay, these classes are happening. Are you interested? So then I felt it is an opportunity given by God to learn these Gurmukha. So then I was super happy to join this.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, ji. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Shilpa ji?
Mm, Firstly, on a lighter note, Vijayji, uh, it it need not be Katopanishad. It can be anything you conduct. I don't want to miss anything as part of these classes.
Yeah,
Um,
we have a good sparring connection.
And first of all, that was a suspense for me. What is Katopanishad? I didn't know. So today, at least, I got to know a few pointers from everybody. I have become more curious. Curiosity is built now. But coming back to my journey, I had a lot of questions, Vijayji. I was getting confused. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Is this my purpose? From childhood, I'm called WWH. Why, what, how? That is what everybody used to call me. Even all my college friends, everybody. Um, then initially, I was under the impression that yeah, we have to go through all these things to earn the knowledge. Um, but later, after these classes, satsangs, and from Guruji Atmadarshana, it's mind blowing. And yeah, that the truth is disclosed, but reinforcement, like Kamalaji said, no, churning has to happen for me. On a day-to-day basis, or at least this golden opportunity which gets reinforced every week, that has to happen. So all these Upanishads, Vedas, Vedantas, I strongly feel the ultimate Saramsha is same. But when we try to relate it to our materialistic activities, how you navigate through them by understanding the core essence. Because I was always thinking, leave this and do that. Leave this daily activities and go to some I was never thinking this has to happen hand in hand with this life, plus um, getting to know more about our inner evolution. So everything, whatever our sages, our gurus, everything everybody is doing along with our guruji, it is all one and the same saramsha only. But only for churning, I want to keep on getting this auspicious knowledge. And I also requested my daughter once, because she learned a lot of languages, some 3 4 foreign languages. I said, first learn Sanskrit, because though I studied Sanskrit till 10th, but it was all only for marks. I can't understand even today Bhagavad Gita words also. I can't understand until I go through the summary. But she said, no, I don't want to study Sanskrit. Then I was thinking, oh, then how I will read these Upanishads, Vedas, and all. I was under that impression. And through Rajita ji, it happened that I met this wonderful group, and still I'm part of this group. I feel very much blessed, Vijayji. And definitely I want to still learn more and purify myself, and I want more and more kick every time, Vijayji. I feel very much blessed. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Wonderful. Very nice, Ji. So thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that feeling. So what brings me to Katopanishad? So Katopanishad, somehow there is a saying, it must be really lucky to be born in India. And why it is so is because in one way or the other, jnana is always coming to your ears. Within my personal family, nobody was necessarily listening to anything, but I happened to be growing up in neighborhoods where, my neighbor, she used to always play Harikathas. Every day I would, only she had a tape recorder. Our house did not have it. So she had a tape recorder, and in the tape recorder, she would always play this Gururaj Naidlu Harikathas. And some of you may have heard Gururaj Naidlu is an excellent Harikatha Vidwan. Amazing way he narrates Harikathas. If there is a standard of Harikatha, it is Gururaj Naidlu. So the way he mixes humor, jnana, day-to-day life, common sense approach, and the essence of that, whatever the particular katha that he is talking about. So the way he blends and the way he sings, oh, it's amazing. So Harikathas was my first kind of uh, through which this entire story came, and all of you also must have seen these Amar Chitra Kathas and Nachiketa, Prahlada. These were characters introduced through Amar Chitra Katha, and somehow, uh, and I'm pretty sure that is how all of you must be feeling. There's a distinct feeling that stays with you when you are listening to these stories. Which stories? Stories of Mahatmas, stories of truth. There's a distinct quality that lives within you. So, though, like many of you said, though that inner clarity may not have happened, though that inner complete understanding may not have happened, but it makes you feel something distinct from how when you are listening to some other stories of life. See, the stories of life related to, say, murder, or robbery, or deceive. So such stories leave certain taste within you, like any story leaves a taste within you. But the stories of Mahatma, stories of the truth, leave also a certain distinct taste within you. And you can notice that the taste of this story of the truth is much, much different from all other stories. All other stories make you feel less or more, or irritated or worried or anxious. But somehow these stories take you to a place that now, I would like to call as home. So, home is where you feel at most peaceful, isn't it? You feel secure. That's why we have the feeling homecoming. I've reached home. After a tiring day of whatever, wherever you've gone, when you reach home, you feel relaxed. Oh, no more. I have no more to wander around. I have reached. Now I can rest. So the restfulness naturally occurs through these stories. So that's how this entire Punya Bhumi helps you. Not only through these kinds of stories, it also brings all other kinds of stories to your life. India is the only place where you get day in and day out most contrasting life stories. So I've also lived outside of India. Most general, you find a very what we call as cookie cutter life, very set routine, set lifestyles, whether you go from city A to city B to city C, and how men should think, how women should think, how a boy should dress up, how a girl should dress up, all are very set patterns. India is the only place where such notions break up every now and then. India has no such notions. India is an amazing melting pot. So this is where you kind of open up your mind to see, my God, one can think and live like this also. So you'll find the most incredible billionaire kind of lifestyle to most pauper kind of lifestyle, and the one who has no money to be completely peaceful, and the one who has all the money to be at most angry, anxious. So all these wide spectrum of life is visible to you and me. And it is through this spectrum that you and I open up to feel life, to experience life, because only in the part of this contrasting examples can the clarity of the truth be stabilized. What I've realized is that when I was going through all these experiences, many of times different experiences would have made me feel high, some of them made me feel low. All these ups and downs are there. But in the hindsight, when I look at the truth is able to shine in the company of all these experiences. Truth by itself is always there. What is always there, you and I tend to take it for granted. It is like in Kannada we say, hittala gida maddalla. That the plant that is growing right behind your house, many a times we ignore it. Oh, what value would it be? So that's why we always search for value outside. But something that is so close by, we ignore. Like that, truth, the divine, God, whatever you may want to call, is shining every moment, is right there. But I completely miss because I focus my eyes here. And when do I feel the value of something? So, when do you feel the value of day? In the contrast called night. When do you feel the value called food? In the contrast of something called as a hunger. When do you feel the value of water? In the contrast called thirst. Like that, Bharat, the Mata Bharata, she gives you all these contrasting experiences. The kindest mother who offers all these varieties only in India. When you go to eat food, only in India, on your platter, you will see all these 20 different things, and then you can mix and match the way you want. Anywhere else, usually these are two varieties. There is low sugar, high sugar, or less spicy, high spicy. India is not at all like that. You are given all tastes and you are asked, what is it you like to do? How is that you like to eat? Wonderful. Nowhere else I have found this richness in everyday aspects, how the truth has been interwoven. So, in a way, it's very difficult to recall where the trigger happened or how the trigger happened. But very fortunate that whatever the trigger, like some of you said, at the end of all the disturbance, silence is the only answer. How much ever there may be sound, but silence is the culmination of the sound. Whatever may be the place where you go, best vacation, you come back home. Like that, you're brought back home. And the brought back home for me was in connection with Acharya Vinayji, with Narsim Prabhuji, with all of you. So that connection is what keeps me bringing back. I feel very grateful that there is something so divine that I'm able to be part of. It's only through, like how Krishnaji said, it's only through grace can one even come in touch with something like this, to be in the company of all of you wonderful people. So that's the value that any Upanishad, any satsang has. So I wish and pray that this great message of the great masters fill all your hearts and help you reach home. Anything else anybody has to say?
On that India comment, I just want to make note on lighter side, right? So you can take Bangalore's one place. Some at times, like it upsets you, like why the roads are not straight, why the roads are not smooth. But then, like, with every turn, it makes you to come back and think, hey, are you still going the right way? Right? Distance of 3 kilometers, there will be 100 turns. So it's like, in some way, I feel like you can apply to uh, being in the moment. Consciously, I am still taking the turn to go. Same way with these all these potholes and speed breakers. It just wakes you up to say, okay, get up. Are you still in your dream world, or get up? If not,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the so-called developed countries, like you are in the dream. You are well put in the dream. So like everything looks very clean, very smooth, very straight. But then it's a dream.
Correct. So
uh,
you have to be awake here every moment.
every minute. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And I
Really.
like that. Yeah, I agree that coming home thing is always it's a difference. Yeah, there is a difference. You are not trying to be something. You are yourself. The home is where you are yourself, and all the layers are shed.
Correct.
Okay, a little bit of maybe the role of dad or spouse, that can be there still, but lot of other external roles, like layers have been shed. Um agree. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Any other feelings? Anybody? Yes, Padmama.
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರು ಪೌರ್ಣಿಮೆಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕವನ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಗುರು ಪೌರ್ಣಿಮೆಗೆ ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಿಸೋಣ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ನೀವು ಗುರುಗಳಲ್ವೇ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಚುಟುಕ ಹೇಳೋಣ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ನೀವೀಗ
ಯಾರಿಗ
ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೀವು ಅರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಭಾವನೆಯಿಂದ ಅರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಮ್ಮ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲೂ ಗುರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೂ ಆ ಗುರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಹಾದಿ ಬೀದಿಯಲಿ ಅಲಿಯುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಹಾದಿ ಬೀದಿಯಲಿ ಅಲಿಯುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ನನಗೊಂದು ನೆಲೆ ತಂದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ನನಗೊಂದು ನೆಲೆ ತಂದೆ, ಉಚ್ಚಿಷ್ಟವನೇ ಉಣ್ಣುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಉಚ್ಚಿಷ್ಟವನೇ ಉಣ್ಣುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ನನಗಮೃತವನೇ ನೀಡ್ದೆ, ಗುರುವೇ ನನಗಮೃತವನೇ ನೀಡ್ದೆ, ಬಳಲಿ ಪೆಂಡಾಗಿ ನೋಯುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಬಳಲಿ ಪೆಂಡಾಗಿ ನೋಯುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬಾಗಿ ನೀನಿಂದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬಾಗಿ ನೀನಿಂದೆ, ಕಣ್ಣ ಕಾಣದೆ ನಾನು ಅಂಡಲೆಯುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಕಣ್ಣ ಕಾಣದೆ ನಾನು ಅಂಡಲೆಯುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ದಿವ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯನೇ ನೀಡ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ದಿವ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯನೇ ನೀಡ್ದೆ, ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಪರದೆ ಮಾಯಾಜಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲುಕಿದ್ದೆ, ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಪರದೆ ಮಾಯಾಜಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲುಕಿದ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಜ್ಞಾನದೀವಿಗೆಯನೆ ಹಿಡಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಜ್ಞಾನದೀವಿಗೆಯನೆ ಹಿಡಿದೆ ಅನಂತ ಕಲ್ಪಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂಧನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲುಕಿದ್ದೆ ಅನಂತ ಕಲ್ಪಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂಧನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲುಕಿದ್ದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಅನಂತ ನೀನೆಂಬ ಡಿಂಡಿಮ ಬಡಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಅನಂತ ನೀನೆಂಬ ಡಿಂಡಿಮ ಬಡಿದೆ ಕೋಟಿ ಕಲ್ಪಗಳಾದರೇನು ಜಟಿಲ ಅಜ್ಞಾನವಾದರೇನು ಕೋಟಿ ಕಲ್ಪಗಳಾದರೇನು ಜಟಿಲ ಅಜ್ಞಾನವಾದರೇನು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ತೋರಿದಿರೆ ನಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಯ ಬೆಳಕು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ತೋರಿದಿರೆ ನಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಯ ಬೆಳಕು ಹೃದಯ ಗ್ರಂಥಿಯ ಬೇನೆಯಲಿ ಬಳಲುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ ಹೃದಯ ಗ್ರಂಥಿಯ ಬೇನೆಯಲಿ ಬಳಲುತ್ತಲಿದ್ದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಗ್ರಂಥಿಯ ಛೇದಿಸಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಗ್ರಂಥಿಯ ಛೇದಿಸಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದೆ ಕೋಟಿ ಕಲ್ಪಗಳ ಬಂಧ ದಾಟಿಸಿದ ಗುರುವೇ ಕೋಟಿ ಕಲ್ಪಗಳ ಬಂಧ ದಾಟಿಸಿದ ಗುರುವೇ ಅನಂತ ನಮನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣು ಅನಂತ ನಮನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣು ಅನಂತ ನಮನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣು
ಅದ್ಭುತ ಅಮ್ಮ. Any other feelings, any other thoughts, anybody? Okay, then we will end our today's contemplation here. And I want to invite all of you to today's World Family Day. 22nd July happens to be Acharya Vinay Vinaykar's birthday. And like any other great master, he decided if somebody goes and wishes happy birthday, you cannot wish somebody else back happy birthday. However, if it is made as a World Family Day, anybody can wish anybody. So, happy World Family Day. And I'm happy that all of us are together traveling this. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhave Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam bhavatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Thank you all.